Hello everyone, we're out in a blustery Minnesota day. Very chilly out here. Very chilly. Very cold. Very windy. So what we'll start off with, I don't know why I like doing this, but we'll just ask God, whoever, whatever mind jacked me, how about that to help me? All right, we're going this way. And it is a little windy out here. Marty, future's what you make of it, Marty. It's not set. You gotta get out there and do something. You can't wait for Doc Brown to invent a time machine to set you back to 1885. Doesn't work like that, Marty. And Jennifer doesn't like you. Just leave on the porch. Go in somewhere else. I like doing impressions and comedy and whatnot. I didn't go to open mic night though last night. Yesterday was a little difficult for me. It's hard for me to go to a dentist. It's hard for me to go these things because it's traumatizing and they don't want to acknowledge any trauma. They have their way of doing things. Let's see if I wrote some notes down here. Wrote some notes down about me and Jenny. We were gonna get back together. I know it's been a long time. Yeah, so here's my notes. Maybe we should start with dreams. Let's just ask God, the Spirit, to talk to me. All right, Spirit, what you got up there? What do you got for me today, there, Spirit? Well, I can talk about how it feels like I have a spirit because I was laying there and someone was rubbing my arm, rubbing my elbow. Where they kind of just do a little bit of pressing, a little bit of rubbing. Sometimes they'll rub my back. Yeah, could be a spirit. Could be a spirit that's just with me. They just love me so much. My hat cut. Crikey, the wind is blowing so hard on here I can barely keep my hat on. Let's see if I can find. I thought it would be a lot. I thought the wind wouldn't be so bad down here, but there's probably not going to be too many people on the trail today. Yeah, yesterday was kind of hard for me. Oh man, I didn't talk to too many people, and it was. I know I mentioned this before. It's like I want it done my way, where people apologize and they acknowledge the harm and they say we want to make it better, instead of just open up, just open up, and then they do their thing. And if they make it worse, then I'm suicidal. Oh. Like I want to be treated like, someone who's been harmed, and like it has to be corrected. So, all right. So let's go to dreams. Why not? So a couple days ago, this one with like 22 shots. Man, it was like, whew. I was like, that one was. People were getting shot and stuff like that, but it was, I was like, shouldn't they be using paintballs? It was getting a little too real. One was about World of Warcraft again. They had this one weird one with it was like a ghost hand going through a door. Man, it was. Today it was like a storm cloud was coming over Duluth. I was snowmobiling over the snow. Shelly was in one of the woman. Someone's actually out here. Could have yelled. Trying to talk to Shelly. She's like trying to walk somewhere. She just wanted to go her own way. This is what they said about. They said you don't need dream interpretations. You can interpret them if you want to. Because they'll say, does it mean this? So they go, well, maybe. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I actually had a bed bug in my clothes yesterday. Usually I think they're infested in other rooms, and then one will just come into my room. Because where I live, they don't take care of stuff like that. They can really have hundreds of thousands in one room. Nobody even cares. Like, I go in there because I'm like, someone's got to do something. Managers, they don't do anything there. So they keep saying, that's just another reason to get out of there. I had one with, like, I was at my parents' house, and like I was killing flies with like a squirt gun or something. And then like some other bug was feeding on them, and they're like, I guess you could interpret that one as I'm feeding off dead bugs and something, I don't know. Not good things. Yeah, so I'm in constant dialogue. I've been joking and calling them the mind jackers. That's what I've been kind of trying to figure out how to hold this phone. Okay. Yeah, I've been joking and calling them the mind jackers. And then they, you know, I talk about the mind interface. How they'll, if I say that, they'll do the Mind Freak theme song from Chris Angel. Back, I used to watch that show. Mind Freak, you know, like that. They'll play that in my mind. But usually when I'm out doing this, or I'm singing, or I'm dancing, they'll give me a little break. If I'm singing, if I'm dancing, if I'm doing something so good, they'll give me a little break. Darling, it's wonderful out here. But most of the time I'm in my room moping, sad and depressed because I can't even play a video game. My internet's so bad there, it's ridiculous. All right, so should we talk about some stupid things? Yeah, let's ask God. I just heard a booming voice. It said, don't talk about stupid. They said talk about whatever you want. Kind of messy. Yeah, they're not gonna let me talk anymore. Stop talking. Stop it. Let me talk now. They're not letting me speak. Let me overwhelm them. Yeah, so they don't want me to say certain things, so they won't let me. Can I say it? Well, I'll try to say it, and then let's see. Unforgivable sins. Like let's just say there's two religions that I looked at. Which one has unforgivable sins? One of them, the unforgivable sin, nobody even knows what it is, or if anyone's ever committed it. And then the other one, let's just say they're ending people's lives over stuff. And they're saying, we're not forgiving you for that one. So, hello, sir. Hi. Hope you're having a great day.
It's beautiful out here.
Well, yeah, if you get out of the wind.
Beautiful park.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a bridge up there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far.
Thank you.
Yeah. I brought my juggling bowls. I should have asked him if you wanted to see some juggling out here. Yeah, that's another thing. I'll just kind of say, like, who can I do this for? Like, it was Wednesday. I went out and played ping pong. I'm very good at ping pong. And then I'd go around juggling for people, and I just ask in my mind, who can I do this for? And they'll say, try that guy. Maybe he'll like it. Usually kids like it, so. Yeah, I basically just say, I just want my life back. That's kind of, and then there's all this nonsense that it's like, I can never get my life back because I'm always dealing with nonsense and no one wants to help fix it. And I have these dumb conversations with, I just call them the mind jacker. I have no clue what to call them anymore. It's not like the God, because if I just, they're not all knowing. It's like, it's almost like a reality manifest something. Because I watched a video today about how, this near-death experience stuff, and they always say you got to go back. You can't stay here in heaven, you got to go back. And they're kicked out of heaven. We don't have any more room up here in heaven. We're full. Head on back down there. Yeah, so they tell me that no one's, they're not dead or whatever. They're not, but they wanted an experience. They, come back, live a good life. How about that? That's what they kind of tell me. I haven't had an experience like that. Yeah, let's do spiritual versus religious. It's like they usually just tell me everything is like a belief. That's what they usually just say. It's like, these people believe these things. There may not be a church associated, a building or something though, but we all think we got the truth, right? I've got it right here. I annoyed someone. Someone else is out here walking. I bothered. They said, don't pester the guests or bother the customers. I go, I'm not. I'm just having a good time. We're all having a good time, remember me? Hope you're having a great day. Yeah. Like I said, it gives me energy to kind of like, that's just how I am as a person. Because I was thinking, let's just ask real quick if I can talk about that. They don't think it's a good idea. But, in the news cycle, there's, let's say a bad thing happening in the news cycle. They don't even want me talking about it. But it's like, if I try to even imagine doing that, I'm like, can I sneak into a school and start juggling for kids? How about that? That's what I'd like to do. They won't even let me in. I think that's weird. It's like, I'd like to juggle for kids, but I don't know if they even I don't even know if they'll let me in there to do that. Because they're really protective over kids, over jugglers. So I don't know what the cops get called on me for juggling for kids. So I don't know. Yeah, this is stupid things they said about me. They said I broke a gun in half. Here's some people. Let's yell at them. Let's have fun with people here. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, have a great day. God bless. I used to be more introverted, more of an introvert type of thing. But they say, like, the labels are just labels, that's, he getting put in a box, you're this, you're that. It's like, holy moly. I always said, like, it was difficult, growing up, I thought it was like an empath because it was hard for me to be around. Now I'm not sure how that works. Rethinking kind of everything. But it was hard for me to, like, if I went to the mall, I started feeling sick and I had to sit down. I didn't feel good being around people. Yeah, and I don't like feeling pressured to buy things either. Like, buy something, will ya? Because it's like, that's the thing, I don't really want much. Here's something I wrote down. Memory. How does it work? Sometimes they can I said after my life, when I had nothing to do and I was just sitting there, it's like all these thoughts would just keep popping up in my head. Like memories, like how much, we got a lot of memories we can't even, they're back there somewhere. I said, I don't even know if they're in our brain. The mind jackers can just put them right in there. They don't like me calling them. Let's ask what they want me to say. Just call it God, whatever. I don't think it matters. I don't think anyone watching this video cares what I call them, but they know that I'm saying, like, it's something that can just put thoughts right in your head. Some people say they hear a voice telling them. Usually it's like, I remember George Norrie said once he heard a voice say stop. I yell stop at these, I say mind jackers, stop. And they said, no, we're not stopped. You can't turn off your mind. You can't turn off your thoughts. There's just like a switch for a different kind of belief, a different function. That's all there is. But there's no switch either. So those are analogies. They don't like the analogies, folks. We might as well talk about, not the elephant in the room. We are not going to jail, folks. We are not going to do it. There's some bad guys out there, folks. I don't think he's going. I don't think Trump's going to jail, but politics are nasty. How about that? So I'm all over the place. My notes, I don't have a, this is what I'm going to do today, God. I don't have that list. I'm not, who's that actor? He wakes up at 2:30 in the morning. He's got his whole regiment lined out. I'm like, what? Some people do that. I don't. Mine is rest. Try to get through a day. Try not to sit there and wish that things were better, but not do anything about it. How about that? Or not feel like it's going my way. Things are going my way. I said, I've said that before. God changed me. But I kind of have a different worldview now, where it's like reality manifests in certain ways. So a lot of times people say, why does God allow evil? Or why is this? I always say, why don't people just be nicer to each other? But I have no how to fix that one. They said they don't think they can fix that because people don't want it fixed. That's the problem. It's like the justice system, in my view, is run by uncaring people, and they don't care. How absurd it is. If I hadn't seen a woman in 12 years, and I've been golfing at that golf course for I don't know how many years, and almost every day in the summer, I never saw her once. And then as soon as she gets a restraining order that she didn't even write, she shows up there, and my friend pulls right up to her, and I get out and I say, have a nice day, going to jail. And the judge says, doesn't matter to every single thing. It doesn't matter if you've never harmed her. Doesn't matter if you never threatened her. Doesn't matter. I'm like, you can't win in this system. And they said, good luck proving your innocence, but they don't allow you to speak. They snap a finger. The bailiff or whoever this guy is, they snap a finger in your face and tell you you can either look at the judge or look at the ground. You're not allowed to even look. They said you're not allowed to look at the victim. The victim? What the heck? This is in a courtroom. I'm like, what? It's so corrupt. And no one will do anything. Please, if anyone's out there, do something to fix this. No one ever will. My parents sure won't. My parents will buy me a nice shirt to get wrongfully punished. They don't care at all. They're uncaring people. Too bad they don't care. What note was on? It's hard doing this one-handed in the wind. Walking around the Christmas trees, they're super special to me. Walking around the Christmas trees. I don't know how safe it is out here. Let's hope I don't. Oh! See, this is not. because it's like all these things. That's when accidents happen. It's like windy, it's slippery, it's icy, you're trying to fiddle with this, you're trying to, I'm trying to figure out what page I'm on, but I can't use two hands. That's when the accidents happen. It's like all these, or you drop, there it goes, and try to see if I can, just trying to figure out what page I was on, because the wind blew it. All right, let's just set it down and see if I can figure this out. See if I can. Let's say the heck with that one. The heck with that. We're at 20 minutes here. We'll just say God bless to anyone out there. But yeah, it's like I don't want anyone harmed. But it's like if you just harm someone enough, eventually they'll just say, I wish other people had to deal with this. I wish other people were getting, had to go through what I went through, and then maybe they'd be against it. But the people that it should be done to, they don't care. That's the whole problem, is you don't need to punish good people. They'll apologize. Yeah, good people don't need to be punished. Probably going to be windy over here. Oh well. And bad people will never care. So they say it's not a paradox, but they say it's more like irony. But I always feel like they say they care. I know I said this in the last video. I think they have to say that there's laws. They have to say that you have rights. They have to say all these things, but they don't follow any of them. So you have to try to fight back somehow, but there's no way to do it. And everyone they can always say something's in the past too. That's another thing. That was how many years ago? I go, but it hasn't been solved. I don't see it as like a time magically solves anything. But that's what the government does. They have a magic clock that says after this time it's magically solved, unless a woman wants a restraining order. Then it doesn't matter if you haven't seen her in 12 years. So or how many lies she tells. Yep. It's kind of the paradox. It's like, why? I thought this woman would be with me, but yeah. And then after, before I wanted to be happy. Before 18 years ago, I wanted to be happy. After the teeth filing, instead of wanting to be happy in life, enjoy life, I've been just trying to endure life. Everything is enduring. Distracting myself. Just trying to, instead of going forward, getting healthier. And then people will focus on little things instead of focusing on fixing the big problems. Or that's another paradox in life, is that if I just had a small problem, I could get help with it and move on. But if the bigger the problems are, then the more people don't want to do anything about it. The less they want to do to solve it. So there's like a small window where people will help. Tiny window. Yeah, if I ask the police to help, they won't help. That's for sure. Government won't help. Can't get doctors to help. Can't get family. I don't have friends. I can't get anyone to do anything. I don't know. I tried calling some senator. Of course, they don't answer. They don't respond. They don't return phone calls. So you can't even talk. I guess I mentioned this earlier. I talked to one person in the government there, the human rights officer, but he says he doesn't care if people's rights are being violated. He doesn't care if mine are. Who knows what he does? He'd golf more than me. He's got a cushy government job. Yeah, I'm like, what? I made fun of him in front of his friends at the golf course. I said, if only you cared about your job as much as golf. And his friends laughed at that, you know. Because I get upset because it's like, I just want someone to help fix things and make it better. I mean, see, they won't even let me say how bad it is on this, the mind jackers, God, whoever. It's whatever you believe, you know. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Or you could just believe. That's another thing. Because I always thought, like, why don't people believe in spiritual phenomenon? Like, there's a lot of evidence for it. Just, you know, little. But they require more evidence. See, I think there's a difference between saying, like, yeah, there's something going on, we don't know what it is, versus we know what it is. It's your grandma staring at you. It's funny how, like, these little stupid questions come up, like, when you're in the shower in the bathroom, are your spirits looking down at you? And they have to say that, like, well, they give you space. They give you space there. What if you're intimate? Do they give you space there? Well, yeah, sure. They give you space there. Oh, yeah, of course. They have to give you space all the time. But if they're out in paradise, why would they really be bothered by any of that? I don't know, or care, but oh well. Yeah, my belief system is that's the mind interface. They put a shower demon in there with me. And I said, I need some space. That shower demon did not care. Because that's why I call them mind jackers. I can't get rid of them, but it's a totally different phase now. Before, when it was God, they were a lot harder. Like, for instance, God, I don't think God wants people playing video games. So they didn't want me playing video games, even watching videos online. And they had this energy system on me. I have no clue how it works. Oh, they can give energy, like it's like the greatest mystery ever, because if you could ever figure out how to give people this energy, it's better than any pill that you could ever give for anything. So I have no clue. I had that experience like 20 years ago when I prayed to Jesus, and I felt that energy. But during I called it the enlightenment process. Give me the energy that I need to survive. They just see, when I'm walking, they can make it so it's easy for me to walk. They can also make it so it's like I struggle to walk. Like right now I'm struggling to walk. They're doing that. And now, make it easy. Yeah, so right now, so they're giving me full bore energy. Full bore. So I think this is just it's kind of a theory of mine, is that there's something going on. It's not just chemicals. There's something beyond chemicals to our bodies, to our life. And a lot of spiritual people believe that. But I don't think anyone really has a grasp on how because I don't think there's like a formula behind it, but there's definitely something going on. They're giving me full energy on this walk right now. Yeah, a lot of times what they can do, and I know is they can close my eyes, keep them closed. Better not walk on. Or open them up, and they can make it so it's like they're kind of like drowsy eyes. And during they made me do all this thing, and I didn't even know they were doing it, but I had drowsy eyes, and they're just like, you got to keep them up. It counts as sleep. You gotta, oh man, drowsy eyes. Yeah, there's something going on there. What is it? What is it, folks? We'll figure it out someday. We will figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Wow, we're already at 30 minutes already. 30 minutes. Crikey, it's already been 30 minutes. So we're gonna end the same way, Marty. Same way we began. With a time machine. We're going back 30 minutes, Marty. And I'll watch it again. Yeah, I was surprised that people liked when I did that impression. Marty, your mother needs help. She's in 1885. Marty, we gotta go back. All right, we're at 31 minutes. Time to end the show. I hope everyone can go home and have fun. All right, have a great day, everyone.